Nico, how do you kind of explain what you saw from your team tonight?
Just lost our head. That can happen after the way we battled back. Bad start, obviously, but we battled back and then going in with a lead and just got one after the other and should not happen.
Why do you think it has been happening, or why do you think that happened in particular in that third period?
I think it's a mindset. We got to start having a different mindset, especially when we play with the lead and make the easy plays and that cost us games.
How do you avoid frustration? I guess being angry is good when you have a result like this, but how do you avoid any frustration?
Yeah, it's hard. It's really frustrated right now after a loss like that, but you move on. We have one more game till Christmas break, and tomorrow got to come in here with a learning mindset, and we have to learn from those mistakes. We just can't shoot ourselves every time in the foot, and it's a hard league. If you make mistakes, you get paid for it. It happens though, but we just got to learn from it, especially when we have the lead. We got to make simple plays.
There's confusion in the defensive end with the amount of breakdowns.
Yeah, like I said, mistakes happen. I think we just got to, if one goes in, we just can't lose our head, and I think that's what happened a little bit there, and just one or the other went in, and it sucks, obviously, but like I said, we move on. Stuff like that happens, and now we focus on our last game, and we want to finish it here with a win.
What's the message from Coach after a game like this to you guys? Has he said anything yet?
He hasn't said anything yet.
Nico, what's the message then for you to your teammates right now?
Message is buckle up. You just get out of it together. It's frustrated, like I said, it's frustrated. We're all frustrated. Everybody's frustrated, but that's when teams get together, and you just got to dig deeper, and you only come out as a group.
Thank you. Timo, obviously Nico expressed a lot of frustration. I'm sure that's really starting to build up in this room. What do you sort of see, particularly in that third period, what happened there at that beginning?
Yeah, we're up 3-2, and then you can't come out like that for the last period. They're an offensive, really, really strong team, and then kind of coming out like that, and they score 3 quick ones, and then you're chasing. So that definitely hurts. I think that's those kind of losses, they sting, and now we gotta analyze it, and this one definitely I would say it's a frustrating one, but you can't put your head down. You gotta go get back to work tomorrow and watch the tape and analyze all the stuff that we did wrong, but I think mostly it was just kind of the attitude we came out, and that one hurts.
When you say the attitude we came out with, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, just like I said, they're a good offensive team, and you're going into the last period with a goal lead. You got to be managing the puck really well, and you got to play really tight in your end and be sharp. And then we weren't. That's not what we did in the third, and that one is it's definitely frustrating.
Obviously, it's hard to you score your goal. It had been a while for you, but it must sting even more just like knowing that it came in that loss, but also encouraging for you.
Yeah,
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, would have been nice if we could have kept that lead. But getting a goal, only means nothing if you lose the game, because you play for what's in front of your jersey, and you try to improve your game. I think one going in for me, it's definitely gives a little boost, but then you got to keep building, and as a team as well, we got to take a lot out of this game and learn from it, because that can't happen like it did today.
What do you think the biggest learning lesson should be from this?
Well, just knowing the game and where you're at. You got one period left with a goal up. You just got to make sure you come out, and especially the first couple of shifts are very important, that you go in their zone, make them defend, and play detailed, and we didn't do that.
Timo, what has to be done? What has to give for more defensive commitment from this team?
Yeah, just the big thing for us is being connected, and you got to skate. I think one of the big things tonight too was, it seemed like they wanted it more. They won more battles. They were skating more. They were harder on pucks, and that's what it comes down to at the end. And that's, even if it's in the O zone, that's where the defense starts, being hard on pucks, and then in the D zone, just being connected. Everybody has got to be involved, and didn't do a good enough job of that.
How do you deal with the early period goals that this team has given up this season? It's not just this game. It's been a while, right? And tonight you guys battle back, and then another early period goal in the third kind of dooms you guys. How do you deal with that internally and learn from it, grow from it?
Yeah, I think especially at home, we didn't come out well, and today you get 2 quick goals, and then we came back. I think that's one of the positive things after that start we had. We came back, but you put yourself in a tough situation if you have a start like that, and that's something we've struggled with for a while, and it's definitely something we got to clean up.
Do you say anything to the goalies after a game like this? Hey, sorry we let you down. Turnovers led to a lot of goals, those kind of things. What do you say to your goaltenders?
Yeah, Schmido, we left him alone in the beginning of the game, and we know how hard our goalies work, and they always see a huge part of our team, and letting a teammate down like that, it stings, and then you try to go out there and battle for them. So definitely feels not good to kind of leave them in the open like that.
Giving up those 3 goals in just over a minute, was that a confidence thing or lack of it?
I wouldn't say. I think it's just compete and winning those 50-50 battles. Like I said, it comes down to that.
Third period, did your team let their guard down too much against an offensively gifted team like that?
We lost almost every battle tonight, whether it was the third period, first period, start of the game. 50-50 battles were all theirs. They tracked us down from behind. They outskated us, outworked us. I know we fought back, but you don't like the results.
What does your team need to understand right now about the position you guys are in?
I think we all understand where we're at. That you have a lead going into the third period. The compete level, the battle level, the attention to detail. We coughed up the puck on 3 or 4 goals. Got outnumbered at net front on a couple of the goals. Just details. We got to work. We got our ass kicked.
Lindy, what needs to be done to get more of a commitment on the defensive end of the ice?
Just details. 50-50 battles, details. You look at when you're breaking out and you turn a puck over, you're not in good defensive position. You look at 3 of the goals. The puck is going to be ours, so we're heading on the offense and we turn it over. That's one area. The commitment to being in shot lanes, free shots from the point where we're not blocking shots.
Are you worried at all, or at what point do you get worried about the goaltending position?
I worry after every loss that you got to maintain a level of consistency. And after taking a day off yesterday, the way we came out, for me that's really on me. You decide whether you're not going to practice. You want to make sure that you have energy. You knew we were up against a desperate team that lost 3 hockey games in a row. And we come out like that. I mean, our first puck play, we're going to hand it to them. Spot them a couple goals. That that's on me. Have the team ready.
You mentioned details. It seems like some defenders in their own end are maybe out of position. Do you sense confusion on the defensive end of the system here?
No, I think that there's one thing you have to understand. McDavid can create confusion. He does it with every team. He's elusive. If he gets beat, you have to have a sense of staying inside, and the sort-outs have to be good, and our sort-outs weren't real good.
Lindy,
what message can you give your team to prevent them from hanging their head during this little skid that you guys are on?
We gotta work. We gotta put the work in. Put the work in. I didn't like our intensity on the puck. I'm just gonna say that it almost comes down to every one-on-one compete in the game. Whether you're competing on a pass, getting away from a guy, when you don't draw penalties in a game, which I don't even think, maybe there was one marginal one, maybe when you're not skating hard enough, or you're not getting away from your one-on-one compete, or you're not beating people, you don't draw penalties. That's an indication your team isn't skating well, you're not winning the one-on-one competes. The offensive side of the game where, a lot of times you can create opportunities and force the opponent to take penalties. We didn't win enough battles. We didn't be enough people to the net, and then when we had opportunities to shoot, even in the third period, we didn't want to shoot. So, thanks.